Y'all told me it was going to happen, and guess what? You were right. It did. What's up, YouTube family? Gerald Greenlee here with Clean and Green Lawn Service in beautiful South Georgia. Hey, hope y'all are having a great day. So what am I talking about? Well, I am talking about the Agri Fab pull behind spreader. There's the little label on it. I don't know what that tells y'all. Don't even remember exactly what this model number was or anything, but it happened. Everybody said, man, it's a piece of garbage. That thing breaks. Well, guess what? It broke. This little drive here, this little piece right here, little piece of plastic junk. Now, I think part of the issue is, well, I don't use it a lot, and I don't know, maybe this thing here seems to be kind of tight, so I probably need to spray it or something. I only use this about once a year. I used it this time last year, it broke, and I ordered parts for it. So I don't remember where I got these from. Like I said, it's been a long time ago. But what broke is the 1/2-inch axle shaft. There is the part number right there. Bushing 1/2-inch axle shaft. Looks like it's Agri Fab 44 or AGR 44672. So I bought a gear as well, but I don't think I'm gonna need that. So first thing I'm gonna do here is, well, I guess I'm gonna pop this loose, this cotter pin, so I can slide the axle out. I think that's got a nut on it somewhere. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's just held in with that. But anyway, I'm gonna take this thing apart so I can change out this piece here. So once I get it disassembled, I'll show you what we got. All right, so I don't know if this is the best possible way, but what I did is took the drive tire off, which is the one that's got this bracket on it that fits around the end of this axle. So take the cotter pin out, washer off, take the tire off. Then I knocked the pin out of here, which is right there. And I'm just gonna slide this off. Probably had the camera all over the place. But let me see if I can set the camera up. This little tripod here. And maybe make sense out of this. So I'm just sliding this off. I'm gonna slide the new one back on. And all it does is just hold that in place. And then I can work this axle back in place, in theory. Anyway, all right, so washer right there. And I'm going to attempt to I guess we need to get that back down where it goes. Oh, and I did I popped this up where it would move up and down, so I need to get it back down in place. Then I should be able to put this pin back in. Let me grab my hammer. All right, So now that's back in, and all this does is stabilize the bottom of this rod. Now, one of the things I'm noticing, this little plastic piece here that's supposed to hold this in place, it's popped out, and there's really nothing that holds it there. I don't know. And it's possible that that little guide, or whatever you want to call it, I guess it's possible that it, if it hops out the track, it probably puts undue stress in other words, it'll let it, I don't know if y'all gonna be able to see that, but it probably lets it get out of alignment. Which probably doesn't help. It looks to me like that little piece just sits there. Anyway, I'm going to lube this thing up good, and as you can see right now, I mean, it all works, but it's really tight. So I'm gonna lube everything up good and see if once I put this tire back on. And putting the tire back on is really easy. Again, if when you bought this, you probably had to assemble it, so you're probably familiar. If not, I do have a video on the assembly. So that drive tire has a flat side, and all you do is pop it on, put the washer back on, and you got the Carter key that goes in there. I've actually got to bend it, get it back straight, hopefully. So it'll go in. Because that's what activates the spreader. So when this tire turns, because it's locked to this axle, this tire freewheels. This tire turns this, and that spins that. So anyway, make sure everything's lubed up and see how it does. And I'll show y'all something else about this in a few minutes. A lot of people have asked me on my pull behind, how do I turn the actuator on and off? And I actually use a piece of PVC pipe to do that. And I'll show you that little, I'll show you how I do that here in just a minute. Let me get this thing down. All right, after letting it set just a little bit, spraying it good down, put some WD-40 on it, and as you can see, it is rolling smooth with no weight. So there you go. Been a while. I don't remember how much that part cost, but anyway. All right, so I don't have a piece over here with me, I don't think, but I want to show y'all something. I think that hole is already in there, or maybe I drilled that. I cannot remember now because it's been a long time. So what I do is I hook this onto the hitch, and I get me a piece of PVC pipe. I use the 1/2-inch hot water just because it's small, and I don't think I have one out here. Not sure where the piece that went to is at. The only problem with putting a tie wrap on them is if you use them enough, it will break. And I may have to use a different piece of pipe this time. But, well, those are full pieces. I don't want to pull those out. Here's a small piece of 3/4, which would be just fine. Now you could put a bolt in this, leave it loose, put a lock nut on it, a nylock nut maybe, and well, you won't never have to worry about it coming off. But what I do is I drill a hole in this right through here, and like I said, I put a tie strap to it, and then that reaches up. This piece probably isn't long enough, but that reaches up to the mower. And when I'm sitting on the mower, I hold this. I like to use my right hand, wouldn't really matter. I turn it on and off, just pushing it. So now, it's not perfect, but it works, you know, because all you're doing, off, on. So when I'm running, I got it right there. When I get to the end of my run, I push that piece of PVC back and it goes off. I do my turnaround. When I get back started, I pull it back to the front. And that's worked pretty good for me. So now I was thinking, I haven't looked at it to see if there's a way that would be easy to hook it to one of my stand-on mowers. But when I bought that, I didn't have a stander. I would think though, you could probably take this. I got the Skag sitting right over here. If you had a stander, it'd be really easy. In fact, I was thinking about it today. I was thinking I might, yeah, actually I could make a little hitch on that platform probably. Well, I don't know, that's solid. Not sure how the Super S is, but I mean, you can make you a hitch. If you make a hitch for a stander, I think that one's just got a lip on the back. That one would probably work great. So I may in the future put me a hitch on one of them, and then that way when I'm running, all I gotta do is just reach back, bend down a little bit, push that lever back, and be good to go. In fact, you could even put a little extension on it to make it easier to grab. So anyway, we're gonna see how it does. I got a pretty good sized little property to put some fertilizer down on, so we'll be trying that out here real soon. Maybe as soon as tomorrow. I got some other work to do for the guy, and unfortunately he's not ready for me to do the other work, and I was gonna try to do it all at once, but anyway, we'll just see how it goes. So if you got the Agri Fab, that part didn't cost a whole lot. Now I will say this, make sure that that thing turns freely. I think what happened to mine is it set up for about a year, and I didn't grease it or spray WD-40 or put anything on it, and you know that fertilizer, depending on what you got in there, it kind of corrodes it anyway, and I probably didn't clean it out good. So it's probably neglect on my part, but there you go. It's an easy fix, so maybe this will help somebody out. Hey, appreciate you watching the video, and my prayer for you is always the same, that the Lord might richly bless you and that you might see all of your blessings as from him. Hope you have a great day.